This week on Manor and Maker, we wave farewell to Jeanne Phil while we welcome some new things to the chateau for both the manor side and for our makers. We tried to take Jeanne and Phil to see Limoges, but it ended up being such a rainy night, we ended up hiding out in cafes and just going straight to our restaurant. So instead of rainy views of Limoges, let's look at some things that have moved along on the maker side.
We're in a fabric store in Brive, and we found sort of the motherlode of jacquards and other material with embroidery on it. And we're kind of excited. I think we've just found the material that we can use for the Venice outfits. It's really cool. It's blue and gold depending on the light. So I guess we're going to start that internet storm all over again, but depending on the light it looks blue or gold. And we're pretty excited. So yeah, what do you think, Steve?
I think it's amazing. I think this is a fantastic store. It's tremendous. It's got so much great potential. This could be dangerous. Very dangerous store.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they've actually got pre-tipped bones for corset making, which is pretty cool for me because I thought, Steve, you were surprised going to be doing that for me based on material I already had. So pre-tipped is amazing.
Okay, so something exciting. I went to a Troc, which is sort of in between a brocante antique store and a Emmaüs, which is just sort of like a Goodwill for our North American friends. And they had a vintage drafting table. And I was super excited to see that because I had a drafting table back in Canada that I absolutely loved having in my studio because it's a nice big space and it's flexible. And I left it behind because it was big and bulky and I didn't want to bring it with me. But I was super excited to find this one here, and it was delivered yesterday. So let's go check it out. It's the first big purchase of my studio. It's so big.
Oh.
It's enormous. Look at this thing. It's such a useful thing to have though. Such a big space. I got a huge cutting mat that will almost cover this. And it's so handy to have around in a studio. Hopefully, I'm hoping the mechanism will work. And it does beautifully. And there you go. Amazing surface. Good height. I can stay up nice and tall.
I get the feeling you're happy.
I am. This is fantastic. This is a really good buy. And it was only 89 euros, so it was a really, really good purchase.
Yeah.
And it even, the rail at the top is actually for a slide rule that I could see if I can source as well. And then I'd have a ruler as well to be able to do drawings with. I mean, it's really designed for architects, like for technical drawings, but it's such a useful desk for all sorts of reasons.
Morning, everyone. We thought for Jeanne and Phil's last day, we would come out and see just a little bit more of our corner of France. And we had a suggestion from our friend Eve, who we had a lovely supper with last night, to come and see the Abbey of Beauchaux, which is not far from Puy-Guilhem, one of the chateaus that we visited a couple of weeks ago. And she recommended it as a really lovely, peaceful place. As you can see, it's just ruins. It's been here for 850 years, which is something that I'm still wrapping my head around. It was a Cistercian abbey and had periods of up and down, but basically struggled through to the end of the Ancien Regime at the start of the French Revolution. And after that, the last abbot was Dom Perignon in 1790, and then it kind of fell to ruin after that. But now it's a historic monument, and the state takes care of it.
I'll admit it, I'm one of the people who loves silver polishing. Some people find it a chore, but I just love taking it from a look like this to a look like this. And there we go, all polished up and ready for our next little tiny cake party. One of the other things we got at the Facebook Marketplace sale the other day was this lovely Royal Doulton decanter, which I think is a really good pattern match for the crystal that Jeanne Phil had got for us. I hope you guys can see that, but we've got a pretty similar style going on there and we're really pleased about it. So it'll make a lovely send-off for Jeanne and Phil as we set the table for their final night with us. And finally, I don't know if this was the steal of the night or not, but the Facebook Marketplace deal also included this set of silverware. Stainless steel, Inkerman, I think it's the King's pattern. But the thing that I like is the little shells on the bottom, which actually match the shells on the back of the seats that we bought from the previous owner. So I just love that continuity of pattern. Steve's popping the cork for our final night with Jeanne and Phil. We're sorry you guys are going.
Yeah, been a good visit though.
Yeah, it's been an excellent visit. Oh.
Yay! Any particular highlights you'd like to share from your first visit to France?
Not really. Just we spent a wonderful time with you guys, and you've shown us so much of this area
Yeah.
that we need some time to absorb it.
It was a lot.
I see what we've seen.
Yeah.
Look at the pictures and go back to that. Right? Huh?
Yeah, all except for Richard I's castle. That was impressive. To walk up the stairs that Richard I and Richard the Lionheart walked up.
Yeah,
the
that's-
whole visit's been fantastic, and you guys have been
very
wonderful
good.
hosts. And
Hosts and
Thank you. We'll pay you for that off camera.
family members. That is beautiful. All for us.
Sara dispensed with vegetables just for your own.
No, it's a Michelin 3-star experience where you imagine the vegetables. You imagine the vegetables that I have thought about a lot in the preparation of the supper, but somehow never managed to actually put on to cook.
That is beautiful. Thank you. Wow.
We have had to say goodbye to my parents. They are on their way back to Canada. I just got back from taking them up to the airport. Their flight leaves tomorrow morning. We had a good time with them though. It's been an absolutely wonderful holiday season with them, and it's been great. We're looking forward to the next time they come back. Hopefully it won't be too long. Anyway, here's my parents at the airport. We are finally saying goodbye to my parents. It's been a fantastic trip. They've been here for the holidays, but a sad day. I'm going to leave them here at the airport and they're flying back to Canada tomorrow. Hopefully you've had a good trip though.
We've had a wonderful trip.
Wonderful and tremendous host and hostess. They looked after us fantastically.
And
we
we'll be back.
really enjoyed it.
Well, and we look forward to having you back soon. It's been a great trip, great holidays, and we will make sure that we do this again as soon as we can.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, bye guys.
I love you.
Very exciting delivery yesterday. We managed to get ourselves a drone. Very exciting part. So this is the DJI Mavic Mini. And this is fantastic. And we want to say thank you so much to all the people who have been tuning into our videos and liking and subscribing. It's allowing us to do a couple of extra things. And this will hopefully give us a chance to create some interesting new content for you guys, certainly from new perspectives. So I took this out for its first flight outside, and here you go. Have a look at some of the shots around our house.